Welcome to this presentation on the Cambridge National Certificate in Sports Science. Through this presentation, I'm going to talk about the assessments, the theoretical content of the course, the breakdown of the course, and where it can lead you to in the future. So why study this course? So in order to answer that question, it's probably best to look at sort of the overview of the course and how it can actually impact on what you're actually going to learn. So the course is split over into 4 modules that will be covered over the 2 years. The first one being reducing the risk of injuries in sport, and this is an external written paper that is marked by OCR, the examining body, and is an externally marked assessment. The next topics are 3 modules are broken down into coursework-based assessments, which is marked internally and then submitted for moderation by the exam body. These topics are applying principles of training, the body's response to physical activity, and sports psychology. Now, how that will be assessed is the students will cover the content within the course, and then they will produce coursework for those particular units. So it's broken down and done gradually over the 2 years and isn't a final definitive piece of coursework at the end of the course. And pupils will have support in the preparation for those pieces of coursework during the 2 years from the members of staff teaching them. The skills that you will gain from the Cambridge National Certificate in Sports Science are communication skills, problem-solving skills, awareness of different ways to stay involved in sport and participate in sport, working under pressure, performing sport and preparing for sport and deadlines, organisational skills, team working, ability to learn and adapt, application of theoretical knowledge, understanding the complexity of different areas of sport, and confidence. Now, these skills are not just only the skills that you're going to learn in the Cambridge certificate and apply in the actual sports science certificate itself, but also will be allowed or adaptable into business and careers and other subjects within their time at school and college and university, if that's where they go. So they're a great set of skills and areas that they can use. So what makes a good sports science student? So a good sports science student is, always used to say, is someone that used to pick up a newspaper and read the back of the newspaper for the sports section. Times have changed somewhat now, and it's more about when they pick up their phone, is it the first thing that they look for, whether it be the scores or the results or the news surrounding a particular sport. But it's someone that basically has an interest in sport and the way in which we can perform, and also how the body performs in sport as well, and how we can improve that, improve the different systems within the body to actually be able to perform the sport. It could be someone that's considering a career in sport or leisure, is an active individual. There is very much a practical element of the course with regards to the theoretical delivery of the course. For instance, you will learn about training programs and how different training programs can train different systems within the body. And that will be done through a mixture of classroom-based and sports-based activities for that. Also, you need to be willing to be able to act as a coach, a performer, and an official. Historically, a performer has been the one that has been the sort of the main highlight of sport, but just as important and just as vital are the coaching roles and the official roles within that. And certainly when you're covering the sports psychology sections, the impact a coach and an official can have on the development of a performer, whether it be a beginner or an elite athlete, is a massive and will have a massive impact on that. Willingness to support others in their physical development as well as their own. As I mentioned, there will be practical parts of the course which will require the individuals to work in pairs or in groups, whether that to be create some data from fitness testing, or whether it be group work with regards to debating different topics. Also be active in the extracurricular activities within sport, whether that be in school or outside of school, and going sort of above and beyond just playing sport in their classroom environment. So as I've already mentioned, the sports science and those skills that we talked about earlier can lead to lots of careers within sport. And these are so vast, considering now compared to a number of years ago. You can take up careers in coaching, journalism, health, psychology, sports management, fitness, teaching. And these are sort of big umbrella topics of where you can actually go into sport. And there's some examples there, such as sports coaching, sports therapy, diet and nutrition, physiotherapy, sports instructor, sports development officer, an actual sports official, and sports medic, that really go into specific roles within a sporting environment. But the actual part of that is, if you look at the administration and management of sport, such as in a leisure centre, something like the Cambridge Sports National will give you that knowledge and understanding of how sport works, how sports can be administered, as well as some of the practical elements of the anatomy and physiology of the body that can help you into those careers. So really, we've got a huge array of sporting careers now that this course will start preparing in your journey of your career, if that is a career that you would like to go down. That brings me to the end of the presentation. If you have any questions with regards to the Cambridge Sports National Certificate in Sports Science, then please do come and see any member of the PE department, where they can then engage in conversations with regard to course specific topics or questions. But also, if you have any questions with regards to the careers or anything that you think that you're interested in doing in the future and how best to prepare that, then please do come and find one of the members of the PE department. Thank you very much.